Hi, this is Scott Montgomery with the Small Town Mercer, and I'm just going to give a short talk today um, on this topic anyway. Um, this is something that I wanted to put out a few days ago, but I'm going to put it out just now, just to get it out of the way. And I was looking, somebody posted an article the other day on one of the social media sites. I think not sure if it was on LinkedIn or some other site. I don't remember now because I kind of read it online and then it directed to the site. So can't remember where it was. So I was actually looking just on the internet and it plopped over to his page and I don't remember where. But anyway, the article stated that um, Bitcoin is actually a fascist money laundering service that is designed to steal money from hardworking investors and to enrich the schemers who push Bitcoin. And I'm thinking, I've seen several of those over the past few months. And I always thought, should I address that issue or should I not? I don't know how prevalent that thinking is. But I'm going to assume that it's prevalent in some people, on the earth, let's say. Some people. Let's say it's 25% of 30% of people that populate the earth actually believe that. Okay? So I thought I'm not going to give a teaching on what, the philosophy of fascism or any of that stuff. So I'm just going to give a couple of illustrations. So um, I'm just going to say how fascism was practiced by the Mussolinis and I don't want to say the Japanese Empire, but or Hitler or Franco or people like that. You have differences, okay? But largely, what you're going to see. Let's focus on Germany. Let's focus on Hitler. All right. So there, you're going to see um, what fascism really is. Okay. So, and then I'm going to compare that to what Bitcoin really is. All right. So the fascism practiced in Nazi Germany is a socialistic fascism. All right. That allowed for industry, that allowed for some capitalistic features. However, nationalistic fascism is a nationalistic form of socialism. And you can compare it to, let's say, what I would consider the fascism of today, which is a light form of fascism. It's not an economic fascism, it is a social fascism. And I'll show you how it works. It's more of a race based fascism. In other words, um, people, because of their race, are inherently held back by secret forces that promote themselves and take advantage of certain minorities. Usually it's certain people of color in this day and age. All right? You find when you go back to Nazi Germany, they're going to push uh, some sort of a backwards version of that. In other words, the Jewish population or whatever took advantage of the hardworking German people and led them down the road to perdition and lost the war and as a result destroyed the economy of Germany and enriched themselves. And largely those Jewish factions run England and France and the United States, blah, blah, blah. All right? And so they're trying to put off the West, basically, is what their philosophy was. So they're different kinds of fascisms. All right? So in an economic fascist system, you have a socialistic system that promotes largely not just the state, but the wealthiest companies. And back in Germany, I used to have a list of them. I think I made a video on that once. But you have a list of companies that made armaments, that made the industrial complex, made the Volkswagen and all those type of things. All right, and they largely had a monopoly, and so they propped up the state, and eventually they went on to conquer other territories because they wanted to bring this sort of statism, and that's what it is, socialism, statism, as a revolution, kind of the way the Russians, the Soviet Union wanted to, the worker revolt type thing. The workers are going to control everything, and in reality, it's the government. All right. So this notion that, like, let's say a Donald Trump in the last election is promoting fascist economic policies or fascist policies. I don't recall Donald Trump running on taking over all of the corporations and all of the small businesses and making them part of the state and making sure that certain people got promoted and certain people didn't, making sure that you could say and what you could not say. I don't recall that in the election from the Trump side. I don't recall economic policies that promote free economics, that promote the workers getting employed and unemployment coming down and pay going up and tariff protections as being fascist. Fascists take over your country. They don't need trade agreements. Their trade agreements are they come into your country and take over your country, and then you trade with them. You trade your goods and they trade you bullets or something like that, or imprisonment or something, or forced labor, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it's the opposite, and so Bitcoin being fascist, Bitcoin is designed so that anyone can enrich themselves. You can purchase whatever coin is on cryptocurrency and put that in part of your portfolio. They're not the ones preventing people from getting access to a greater value money system. It's governments that are claiming that they're the outlaws. And in reality, what are the governments doing? They're the ones that are creating wealth for themselves and at the expense of the population, not the other way around. So I just wanted to get that out there. And anyway, it's just something I want to get off my head. So thank you for watching. This is Scott Montgomery. I will have another video on a different topic next time. So thanks for watching and have a blessed day. All right.